Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new week of what I ate, starting with day 9. For breakfast I had an overnight oat bowl, and I prepare this the night before by adding half a cup of oats and 1/3 of a cup of either almond or coconut milk into a bowl, along with half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I place that in the fridge overnight, and come the morning the oats have soaked up the liquid to form more of a pudding. I then sliced up a banana and a few strawberries and added those on top, along with some almonds and also some shaved vegan chocolate, but you can go with whichever toppings you fancy. It just makes for such a quick breakfast. It takes literally seconds to prepare, and then it's ready for you when you wake up in the morning. And you can also make this in a jar and put the lid on it, take it to work with you. It's really delicious and creamy, and it's so filling too. For a snack mid-morning I made some sun-dried tomato and black olive hummus, and I had that with celery sticks. So to make regular hummus I just blend up 1 can of drained rinsed chickpeas, 6 tablespoons of water, 2 cloves of garlic which I mince in, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of tahini, half a teaspoon of cumin, and a pinch of pink Himalayan salt. And that's just a regular plain hummus, but for this one I also added in 6 chopped sun-dried tomatoes and 10 sliced black olives. And I blended that up until it was nice and smooth, and then I just took 2 washed celery sticks. I cut those in half and then added the hummus into a small jar. I popped the celery sticks in, and it just makes for a great on-the-go snack. You could take this to work with you as you've got everything together in one jar, and you can also keep the hummus in a container or a jar in the fridge, and it will last you for up to 4 days. For lunch I made up a plate of loaded fries. I first preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and then I peeled 2 medium potatoes and cut them into chips. I laid that out on a lined baking tray and then drizzled over 1 teaspoon of olive oil, sprinkled over half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and seasoned them with salt and pepper. I made sure that all the chips were well coated, and then I popped that in the oven for around 25 minutes. In that time I heated up some cheese sauce. The recipe for this is down below, and I finally chopped up 1 spring onion for the toppings, as well as 1 medium-sized tomato. Once the chips were out I popped those on a plate, drizzled over the cheese sauce and also some of my cheesy garlic avocado spread. The recipe for this is down below, and I topped it with the spring onion, the tomato, and then sprinkled over some nutritional yeast for extra cheesiness. This would also work really well as a side dish for a dinner as well, but I just love having a plate of them for lunch. You could also make it with sweet potatoes as well, and use whichever toppings you like. In fact, the more toppings the better. For an afternoon snack I'd made these coconut milk and strawberry ice creams, and I prepped these the day before by slicing up a few strawberries and popping them in my ice lolly molds. Then I filled them to the top with coconut milk and placed them back in the freezer to then have this day. And they were so refreshing. So many of you have been asking for an alternative to banana ice cream, as you don't like bananas. So whilst this is very different, it's a great option, and you can switch up the fruit, use whichever you like. I love the coconut and strawberry combo. It worked so well together, and it was just so delicious when you got a bite of the strawberries. For dinner we went out for meze. I live in Turkey. We very rarely eat out just because it's quite difficult to eat vegan, but if you know me you'll know that this is one of my favourite things, and it's one of the only vegan options I can have. So we had a mixed meze of smoked aubergine and red peppers, a dish called hibesh, which is basically tahini, cumin, ground red pepper, some lemon juice, then some aubergine and red pepper, which is like slow cooked in a tomato sauce, some samphire in lemon juice and olive oil, a hot red pepper dip, and a salad with some finely chopped tomatoes, cucumber, walnuts and mint. Don't often eat bread at home just because it makes me so bloated, but I do when we're out, especially with meze, because it's just nice to dip into everything. And this was so delicious, there's so many flavours, and I could honestly sit there all night and eat it, but we kind of had that as a starter, and then for a main they really kindly prepared me some potato chips with some fried vegetables, some green peppers, red peppers and courgette, and had made this amazing tomato sauce to go with it. So I had that for my main, and then we just continued eating the meze too. And then for dessert we just had a fruit platter of watermelon, green plums, purple plums, black cherries and apricots. It's just really lovely and light after meze, really refreshing, and of course it looked beautiful as well. So that's it for day 9 of what I ate. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!